Hello, everybody. It is me, Jurassic Alt, here to say that today we are going to be talking about the new Help Wanted trailer. I am so sorry I am late to this. Here are the timestamps for the video, and someone actually did find the hidden image in the last video. Mysterious Cameraman, congratulations on finding the hidden image in the video. Now, if you're able to find this hidden image in this video, let me know down in the comments, and I will put your comment in the next video. But anyways, let's get started. So at the beginning of the trailer, we see like a kind of just like a slideshow of a bunch of FNAF 6 pictures that are from the game. All of them are from the previous game, and something that I thought, or I kind of felt like I noticed and I thought was strange, was that there was a sun in one of the pictures, and it was in this picture. And I thought it was strange because we see it at the end and we see it in Foxys Ride. So this could be like a reference to sun and moon, maybe eclipse, maybe like we'll see eclipse in the game, and maybe that's kind of like our collectible things that we gotta collect, like little sun pins, maybe? I don't know, it just seemed weird, but yeah. It showed at the end a lot of sun, and it seems like sun's an important part in this, but yeah. So the second game that we see is Fazer Blast, in a carnival kind of game style. Outside, we see Dreadbear and a meter with Dreadbear, so maybe we have to make sure we don't get in the red for Dreadbear's kind of meter. We see kind of target blocks on the door, and we see Bonnie and Chica in a cardboard cutout at the door, so it seems like we're going to have to shoot the doors to close them and open them, and kind of do FNAF 1, but from a, I guess from a like a carnival game style. We see Mr. Number One Crate, which is really cool. We see Baby Plush, which doesn't seem to be connected with the Fredbear kind of meter, because when you hit the Baby Plush, Fredbear meter doesn't go down. So maybe Fredbear meter means like, hey, you're coming towards the end of your air quotes night shift, or it could mean, I don't know what it can mean. Like, it seems weird that there's a Dreadbear kind of meter there. So yeah, we're not using the Fazer Blast. We're using a new weapon that kind of seems like something from like a circus kind of clown kind of looking thing. So, which is kind of weird, but interesting. I'm surprised that we're not using the actual Fazer Blast. So Foxys Ride. For Foxys Ride, we actually, I think we see Princess Quest's crown, or at least a crown of Princess Quest. Because if you look at it, you can see that there's a crown right here. So it looks like on the ride, there's going to be a Western version of the ride. So it would be Foxy kind of Pizzaplex kind of one. We see a strange thing in the middle of it. I don't know what this thing is. Like maybe it's a Shadow Bonnie reference. I don't know. But at the bottom, we see some small kind of critters like squirrels, hedgehogs, a beaver, and a goose. Maybe these are new animatronics that we're going to see in the next game. I don't know. So the Nacho Stand. I love how the Nacho Stand, we can actually see the Pizzaplex in the Nacho Stand. We can see it in the corner here. And we see a Freddy timer. Now we do see another Freddy timer in the future, but it just seems funny that we see like a little Freddy timer. So I guess we're going to have time limits for making nachos. So now we're in the fix Helpy part. There was a lot of stuff here that I want to talk about. So first off, it looks like we're going to be having to fix Helpy in a mini game because he got hurt for some odd reason. Maybe it's because in FNAF 6, like, we constantly hurt him with the mini games there. Maybe that's why. That's pretty cool if that is a reference to that. We see a mask that says calming mask or calming gas. Calming gas. So this could be like somnophobia smoke. I don't think it's somnophobia smoke because I don't think somnophobia smoke makes you calm. I know that it makes you convert to the digital world / kind of makes you see stuff. So it's not really known for making you put you to sleep. Well, maybe because if you're in the digital world, like it puts you to sleep as in the digital world, because I think Adam, when the somnophobia story, said that like he couldn't move his body when his dog was approaching him. So we see calming gas, which is probably not somnophobia smoke. It could be, but I don't think so. I mean, it does somewhat have the same color as somnophobia smoke, because I think it's gone back and forth with like having green and pink kind of color scheme. So it looks like there's an X-ray monitor and a strange looking gun thing that's on the table. We see that there's a sound box thing near the vent, and I'm assuming that we're gonna have to make sure that Helpy doesn't scream or our tools may be too loud, and we kind of have to go back and forth of like stop using the tool and let the meter to go down so that that Scrap Baby doesn't come after us, because we see Scrap Baby in one of the vents. Helpy has a cast, so it looks like we're gonna have to put like band-aids and cast and stuff like that on him, and we gotta take it off and on. We're able to see the room that is next to us, and it looks like kind of maybe what we see in FNAF 6 of the cassette tapes, where we kind of do maintenance on the animatronics, maybe, or I don't know, it just seems interesting. We see saws and ads, so the ads are kind of reference to FNAF 6 again, or tools to fix him. We see Helpy foaming at the mouth, so I guess he's gonna get rabies, and we're gonna have to unrabies him or cure him from his rabies. A Chica head torn off, which seems weird because like we don't see Chica without her head ever. Roxys Makeup. I think this is gonna be such a fun, cute little mini game. It reminds me of Cassie kind of hanging out with Roxy, which is really cool. But I love how this looks. This looks so cute and fun. We see two kind of strange gun-looking things again. So maybe these is kind of like something maintenance kind of stuff. Possibly, I don't know. I think it would be really cool if this mini game takes place in Glam Rock Beauty Salon that we see. So we see a meter with Roxy in this kind of area. I don't know what the meter's for. Maybe it's like how much you've completed her makeup kind of thing, possibly, question mark, I don't know. So the next thing that we see is Sun's kind of mini game where we get to assemble a paper pal that we see in FNAF 2, which is really cool. In theory, they have agony because in, I want to say 1:35 a.m., Phineas talks about having paper plates that have agony in them. So these probably have agony in them. We get to assemble our own paper pals. Now, some cool stuff that I want to say is that there's a bunch of like kind of things we can add. It looks like we can add There's a bunch of like kind of things we can add. It looks like we can add Chica's beak, a Faz gun, Foxy's kind of little tuft on the sides, Bonnie's ears, possibly Monty's mouth, googly eyes, Freddy ears, a microphone, and we see another Freddy timer. So this is the second one that we see, and we see glitter glue, or I'm assuming glitter glue, and we see a sheet on the bottle. So steel wool reference, I think. I mean, it would be a cool reference. It showed another time like this was in Ruin with Foxys kind of ride. We see this creepy little guy. I don't know why he looks like this. I guess as we kind of do more of them, they kind of progressively get worse and worse and scarier and scarier. This could be kind of maybe Moon's version. So we get a sun version, which is really happy and cute. And then we get a moon version where it's like evil dark. I don't know, but yeah. So the next thing is the DJ Music Man mini game, where it looks like we're gonna have to like be an actual DJ with kind of the little knob and some buttons to push. We're probably gonna have to play a song, and it's kind of just gonna be like red light, green light of kind of we have to play on the notes, and maybe that's when DJ Music Man doesn't come towards us. And if we get more notes right, he comes to us slowly, but if we get more notes wrong, he comes closer quickly and probably will jump scare us. So in the corner, we see photos of the Glam Rock animatronics, but they have cobwebs. It seems weird. Maybe this game takes place during Halloween, because we saw Dreadbear, and Dreadbear is kind of like a Halloween themed animatronic. So in canon, maybe this game takes place in Halloween. I mean, we don't know when Security Breach takes place. It's probably, I don't know. So maybe this takes place in Halloween. I don't know. Seems weird. We see the private room in sister location. We see Ballora, which is really cool. We can see like all the vents and the oxygen that we have to keep, which is like, oh man, I am so excited to talk about Endidophobia. I am so excited. I'm really excited to talk about that. So we see Repair Freddy minigame, which is really cool. So it looks like there's springs in his arms. Kind of reminds me of what we see in Security Breach with the presents that we can get. Freddy's faceplate opens up, which is cool. I'm wondering if we're going to be able to open Freddy's chest cavity, which if we are able to open Freddy's chest cavity, I wonder if we're going to see a present or someone torn up, like a meat pretzel that Gregory weirdly specifically mentions. So maybe that's what we could see. I have no idea. So at the end, we see like a sun. And I said at the beginning, maybe this sun has something important to do with maybe collectibles, kind of like with the tapes. Maybe we collect pins or stuffed animals. I don't know. But something I want to mention is at the end with Scrap Baby, she reaches out at us and then attacks us. Very similar to the Mimic because the Mimic reaches out with their left hand and hits us with their right. So yeah, it's very similar to how Scrap Baby attacks us and how the Mimic attacks us. So now I kind of left the Endo game for last. We see that there's an X on the side. This could be meaning that this is how many times you got the minigame wrong, and you have to match them, because it looks like a matching game. We see a warehouse door, so this is where the warehouse is. We might actually see what happened in the warehouse, so this could explain what happened in the warehouse. Maybe we see some kids who were locked in these rooms, because these seemed like rooms that were locked away. Maybe we see who drew over the doors that say, hurt the kids, don't give them cake, push over their cake, or whatever. We see a Faz cam, which is gonna disable the animatronics. Let's talk about the Endo that has headset with wires leading to the ceiling. Oh my goodness. This was big. This was so big. Because now we're gonna get into the theory part of this, of just, oh my god. Tales from the Pizzaplex. BOBBIEDOTS, they talk about animatronics that look like endoskeletons, but also look like shattered animatronics. Now, because they say that they look like humans, like human endoskeletons. But they specifically mentioned that they had wires that look like pigtails, look like a ponytail, and I don't remember what the third one looked like, but it specifically said that it had wires that looked like pigtails that were connecting from the head, and the ponytail one really stuck out to me. I mean, the pigtails ones reminded me of Circus Baby, because how she looks like, and that was just like so crazy, because like these remind me of the Gen 1 BOBBIEDOTS. Now, the Gen 2 BOBBIEDOTS were a digital version, and kind of the, air quotes, good version of the BOBBIEDOTS, but in actuality in the story they were not good. If you want to see me talk about that story, check out this video. It seems like Helpy isn't going to be the one who's kind of gonna be on our side and be like, hey, go to this area and click this button, hey, do this or that. It doesn't seem like that, because Helpy wasn't in any of the mini games in Help Wanted 1, but he was kind of outside of the mini games and was kind of like, hey, click here to beat this game, or click here to do this. So, I theorize that we're going to see something else, a new character, I think. Maybe it's going to represent the BOBBIEDOTS, because we don't see the BOBBIEDOTS at all in the games. Maybe we see the BOBBIEDOTS maybe we see the Gen 2 BOBBIEDOTS, the holographic kind of anime, little kind of waifu looking ones. Maybe we see the Gen 2 BOBBIEDOTS, and they will be, air quotes, guiding us through this new Help Wanted 2 game. And I theorize that the BOBBIEDOTS kind of were supposed to represent Circus Baby, which leads back to my whole theory that I made a while back, that I think that this game, Help Wanted 2, is because we're helping out a second person. Like, hey, I want help too. I'm hoping that's what it is, because in the first game we helped Glitchtrap / Mimic out of the code and somewhat make his own little cult. I think we're gonna help out someone else too. So maybe it's Circus Baby, maybe it's a whole new character. I don't know. In my epilogue video, I talked about how maybe Circus Baby and the Mimic encountered each other. Maybe the Mimic was like, hey, like your style of killing. Maybe the Mimic was, or Circus Baby was like, hey, I like how you digitalize yourself. I'm gonna take that trait. So, I don't know. It just seems really, I don't know. Like, I'm really excited for this game. I'm really hoping that we get to see some new animatronics and some new mini games, and just like, I hope we see like something somewhat like of a BOBBIEDOTS, so I can be like, yes! Because like, I don't know, it just seems too convenient that we get something that looks like that. So yeah, but yeah, that is my theory on that. Thank you guys so much for watching. It means so much to me you took the time out of your day to watch this video. Guys, I am so sorry for this video being so late. I wanted to get it out earlier, but some stuff kind of schedule-wise messed me up, and I saw that being that it could be the BOBBIEDOTS, and I wanted to like sit on it for a couple days, be like, maybe it's just me impulsively kind of just wanting to like assume, but like that, like it seems too perfect for it not to be something. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. It means so much to me you took the time out of your day to watch this video. Guys, I really mean it. I appreciate it. Like, for everybody, I'm so sorry the video took so long to get out. Just, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And remember, stairs and, I don't know, cucumber water. I don't know.
Wow.